Hey, welcome to a quick episode of the Rod Report. I'm over here in Starbucks just chilling. I just had a little meeting. And I want to thank everybody for hanging there with me when I'm trying to learn this live stream thing now. I'm just here at Starbucks. I got a meeting I got to go to about in a couple hours. So I'm reading this article on Kamala Harris. Now, I have to say this, and this is definitely true. Kamala Harris is an American. Got to give her that. She was born in America. I say that because people on the Breakfast Club, what's up, information man? I got your message. We're going to get together soon. So I'm listening to the Breakfast Club, and I'm hearing how Kamala is saying that anybody who talks about her heritage is doing the same thing that Trump did to Obama. Well, let me tell you what I have to say about that. You know me, I'm not the smartest person in the world. So I'll go ahead and concede that, but I do have some wisdom. That's it. I may not have the brains, but I got a little wisdom on some things. Well, this is one thing we can say about Kamala Harris. She is an American. She was born in America. She was born in Oakland, raised in Oakland for a little bit and moved to Canada. Yes, her father is Jamaican. Now, you do got to understand, Jamaicans doesn't automatically make you black, but there is a lot of black Jamaicans. There's a lot of white Jamaicans, too. So that's besides the point. Half of her lineage is Indian. Not a problem. I got no problem with you being Indian. I got no problem with you being Jamaican, no matter whether you're white, black, whatever. I have no problem with you being American. I do have a problem with you trying to use those stereotypes to try to get black brownie points, and using your school, HBCU and Howard University, going on the show with Charlamagne the God, and poking fun with his co-host, and with and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's besides the point. So before I go check out go to this movie meeting and then go check out this movie. By the way, Alita, great movie. You gotta go see that in IMAX 3D. Awesome movie. I'm going to see it again. Anyway, I'm reading from Jamaican Global, and there's an article in Jamaican Global about Kamala Harris' dad laying a smackdown on her. That's why I labeled this. I forgot what I labeled this. But nevertheless, now there's a culture, Rastafarian culture, that's believing in, dreadlocks, weed smoking. They have a reason for that, and it's part of their religion, and that's their religion. You don't crap on people's religion. That's what they believe. But that don't mean all of Jamaicans are Rastafarians. Okay, she gonna try to pull that my family is a Rastafarian card. All right, so let me read this article. I got this phone up, held up by my laptop. All right, so I'm not gonna have time to do a raw report. I'm still trying to learn this live thing, so I'm gonna play with that a little bit tonight. All right, it said, any notion that California Senator Kamala Harris does not know much about or underplays her Jamaican heritage was dispelled as on a recent visit to South Florida, home to over 100,000 Jamaicans. In Miami for a fundraiser in support of Senator Bill Nelson, she and Sister Maya rubbed shoulders and posed for photos with a number of prominent Jamaican Americans, including the mayor of the city of Miramar, Wayne Messam, and City of Miramar Commissioner Winston Barnes, among others. In a Facebook post after the event, Barnes effused, very special lady, and as Jamaican as they come. When I asked her where her dad was from, she said St. Ann's Bay. So I asked, what you know about St. Ann's Bay? The response is, how you mean, man? I know they're growing up. That's no practice response. Now, if you get a load of her history, you don't see Kamala that much with her dad. Just maybe some recent photos since she became a politician. You see pictures of her and her dad. Got nothing to do with her running for president. I just want to put that in there. All right. To continue, down here at the bottom, it says there is an article by Donald J. Harris called Reflections of My Jamaican Father, almost like Obama's reflection of my father. I don't know how legitimate this is, so take this with a grain of salt. And I did talk about this. It says, as a child growing up in Jamaica, this is her dad speaking now. Often heard it said by my parents and family friends, Mimba, where you come from. To this day, I continue to retain the deep social awareness of strong sense of identity, which the grassroots Jamaican's philosophy fed in me. As a father, I naturally sought out, let me stop for a second. Kamala Harris' dad is a very astute economic professor, very intelligent. He knows economics. So I'm not taking that from him. This is allegedly his writing. Okay, I'm not a hard researcher. I don't have the proof. So like I said, take this with a grain of salt, but it could be true. As a father, I naturally sought to develop the same sensibility in my two daughters. Born and bred in America, Kamala was the first in line to have it planted. Maya came 2 years later and had an advantage of an older sibling as a mentor. Talking about Harris. It is for them to say truthfully now, not me. What, if anything, of value they carried from that early experience into adulthood? One of my biggest regrets is that they did not come to know very well the two most influential women in my life, Miss Chrissy and Miss Iris, as everyone called her. So according to her dad, she didn't really spend that much time with these two women. She claims she knows them, but there's a difference between knowing somebody and becoming intimate with them. Her dad said, I regret that she never got a chance to be intimate with them. One of the reasons why she never got a chance to be intimately with them is because her mom moved to Canada and they didn't have that much contact in between like that. Now, the mom is of Indian descent. Okay? Shout out to my Indian family. Shout out to my Jamaican family. I love you guys. Got nothing to do with you and your culture. We're just talking about the people who are, see, I told you my phone was going to do that. All right, so anyway, he said, my roots go back to, within my lifetime, to my paternal grandmother, Miss Christina Brown, descendant of Hamilton Browns, who is on record as plantation and slave owners and founders of Brownstown. Now, I'm a Brown. I'm probably part of that family too. But half of my family, so I'm a little bit mixed breed too. I mean, I'm majority black. I don't run for that, but I do have a certain percentage. My grandma's side was Seminole and black. Okay? My dad is majority black, little Seminole. I'm majority black with a little hint of Seminole Indian in me. I don't, my hair, I don't have it. Okay? Anyway, he said, my roots go back within my lifetime to my parental grandmother, Miss Chrissy, Nee Chrissy Brown, descendant of Hamilton Brown, who is on record as plantation and slave owner and founder of Brownstown. That is her lineage, according to this article. And to my maternal grandmother, Miss Iris, Nee Iris Finnegan, farmer and educator from Annantown and Iverness ancestry, which is unknown to me. The Harris name comes from my paternal grandfather, Joseph Alexander Harris, landowner and agriculture produce exporter, mostly pimento or allspice, who died in 1939, 1 year after I was born, and is buried in the churchyard of the magnificent Anglican church, which Hamilton Brown built in Brownstown, where as a child I learned the catechism, was baptized and confirmed. And sir, both my grandmother had the strongest influence on my early upbringing, not to exclude, of course, the influence of my dear mother, Miss Burrow, and loving father, Mas Oscar. Miss Chrissy was a disciplinary, reserved, and stern, and looked firm with the strap, but capable of the most endearing and genuine acts of love, affection, and care. All right, now, I would like for you guys to go and take a look at this article yourself. It's called JamaicanGlobalOnline.com, and you'll be able to get a chance to read it. So we're basically saying, look, my daughters never got a chance to meet their grandmothers and the most important women in my life. One of the primary reasons because they were separated. Kamala mama took custody of her and moved to Canada. Dad continued to get the stellar education that he got, but never really got a chance to meet the other half of her Jamaican that she claimed to speak. Now, let me go to my main point of the day. She mentioned in a point where Charlamagne the God said, look, I don't know why they don't think you for weed. I mean, look, Charlamagne, bro, you got to come back with some hard questions sometimes. You got to, because you didn't do that with Cory Booker. She locked up a lot of black men, a lot of Hispanic women and kids for weed. And I'll get on Bill Maher another day and his. I'm done with Bill Maher. I have nothing else to say about Bill Maher. Well, I do have a lot to say. I'm gonna do that in another segment. But the bottom line is this. She went on the show saying, look, how are they gonna say look, I used to smoke weed, I used to listen to Tupac and all that, that was being questioned. I used to smoke weed. So for a person who smoked weed, shouldn't you be a little lenient because you were in their position before? You smoked it, which means you probably bought some, which means you probably bought some from a dealer who was probably just trying to make ends meet to take care of family because he had no job. Shouldn't you be a little lenient to that? You never know people's situation. But no, when you become top cop, district attorney, prosecutor, district attorney, attorney general, you go all in to implement Hillary Clinton's and Bill Clinton's strategy of the crime bill. You mastered that to the T. They should have gave you an award for it. Should have got a trophy. Now on to this next. So after she made this statement about my father, half of my family is Jamaican, Kamala Harris' dad comes in and chimes in on the situation. So he wrote another op-ed, and it's written up in Jamaican Global Online too. It said Donald Harris slams his daughter, Senator Kamala Harris, for fraudulently stereotyping Jamaicans and accused her of playing identity politics. All right, so Professor Donald Harris, Kamala Harris' Jamaican father, has vigorously disassociated himself from statements made on the New York Breakfast Club radio show earlier this week, attributing to her support for smoking marijuana to her Jamaican heritage. So in other words, of course I smoke marijuana, I'm for marijuana. I have not people Jamaican. She said that jokingly, so she said. But you put so many people in jail for it. That is what you call double talk, double speak, hypocritical talk. Now, I'm not perfect. I'll probably double talk myself and be hypocritical about something unknowingly, but she knowingly is doing this. And Charlamagne should have pushed back on her. Her support for smoking marijuana to Jamaican heritage. Professor Harris had issued a statement. This is Professor Harris' statement. My dear departed grandmother, whose extraordinary legacy I described in a recent essay on this website, as well as my deceased parents, must be turning in their graves right now. To see their family name, reputation, and proud Jamaican identity being connected in a way, jokingly or not, with the fraudulent stereotype of a pot-smoking, joy-seeking, and in the pursuit of identity politics. Speaking for myself and my immediately Jamaican family, we wish to categorically disassociate ourselves with this travesty. Now, quote again, it said at the bottom, half my families, this is quote from Kamala Harris now, half of my family's from Jamaican. Are you kidding me? This is what she said on the Breakfast Club in front of other minorities on that show with an audience of predominantly minorities to kind of pull her cool card. The cool black, I'm in it, I'm down with it. As we used to say back in the 90s, I'm about it. She's pulling that card. And why is she pulling that card? To get votes. Not because it's true. Because in her actions as prosecutor, as district attorney, as attorney general, it's a double talk. So this is why me personally, I am not in support of Kamala Harris being president. And I don't care if Donald Trump is on the other side. I try my best to look fear dead in the eye. I'm going to vote not by conscience, but I'm going to always vote integrity, and I'm going to vote honesty. As much, the closest person, nobody's 100% honest, 100% full of integrity. But they're working on it. Kamala Harris is not doing that. She is doing whatever she can to pander. She's learned. I don't know if she went to Hillary Clinton School of Pandering. She's getting Hillary Clinton support. Hillary Clinton is talking about her as her successor to take that office that she couldn't get. Hillary Clinton, majority of her staff is on Harris' team. Most of her donors have gone to Harris to donate and fund money to. So she is basically the chosen one of the Democratic Party. No matter who runs, Joe Biden, Cory Booker, it doesn't matter, Gillibrand, whatever. She's the establishment chosen one. And they're going to smear you and me because we're talking about stuff like this. They're going to smear us saying we're sexist. Well, I can't be sexist. Not Bob TV. I can't be sexist because I voted for Jill Stein, a woman. She just don't happen to be a Democrat. I can't be sexist because if I am to vote, if I was put in a position where I was forced to vote for a Democrat, and I'm not, it will be Tulsi Gabbard. It will be Senator Warren. Mainly probably Tulsi Gabbard because I don't know. But if I was to vote that way, to me, if Nina Turner was to run, she would get my vote in a heartbeat. Or if she run as a slate, she would get my. So you can't call me sexist. You can't pull the black card because I'm black. And I just told you there are women of color I would vote for. Tulsi Gabbard is a woman of color. Nina Turner is a woman of color. If they had a strong black woman on the Green Party side, I would vote for her. I voted for Robin Levine of the Green Party to take Chuck Schumer's place. So you ain't gonna pull that card, and you don't let them pull that card with you either. And you don't let pull this card about you're a Democrat should support Democrat. I'm American. I don't affiliate with parties. I'm independent. I'm non-party affiliated, and I think that is one of the tragedies of America is party politics. We got two parties, one just a little lighter Republican than the other. It's time for the people to start rising up and push back against this stuff. I am going to be adamantly against Harris in this primary because I feel she is wrong for America. To me, she's just Barack Obama with Hillary Clinton mixed with what's his name, David Clark. That's all. You mix those three together and make a gumbo. What you're gonna be having is Kamala Harris, and I don't want that for America. You do what you want to do. That's not me. All right, prosecutor. If you want to make her attorney general, whatever, I wouldn't even be for that either. But at least she got experience in that. But for as president, the person that's going to run this country, no. Well, would you, if you had a choice between her and Donald Trump, which one would you pick? The same one I picked last time. Neither. I don't believe in the lesser of two evil philosophy because the bottom line is you're voting for evil. One's just lesser than the other. The bottom line is you're voting for evil. I don't play that. I don't participate. I'm going to always vote for the greater good. Well, they got a snowball chance in hell. They're going to get my support. So if I see somebody that's been doing good for a long time, that's doing good now, and has a plan to do good for the American people, that's who I'm supporting. All right, so I'm done with this segment. Let me see if I can see some people up here. Then I'm gone. Tulsi, I actually like. I like Marianne Williamson also. She do have a reparations program, but it's still on the low bar. It's not enough. Her thinking is great, but she need to come up on that reparation issue for American descendants of slaves or African descendants of slaves. I say American descendants of slaves because Africans coming into this country, they can't take that claim if they're not descendant of slaves. Okay, and a lot of people that are in this country, some are Native American mixed with African Americans. They're descendants of slaves too. But yeah, she's good, but her positive talk is so strong, so powerful, so uplifting. I've listened to Marianne Wilson before. She even got into politics. A lot of people ain't ready for that. It freaked them out, that guru thinking. I wish they were. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm prejudging. But some people just don't feel that message like I do. That message of love. We're one, and we need to work on ourselves, and then we can work. And some people just ain't ready for that. I can handle that, but most people they don't. Some people don't like positive messaging. Let me see who else. All right, and I'm going to be real quick. I got some time up here. Yeah, free Julian Assange. I'm trying to read his comments, but they won't let me pop them up. Tosi has an awesome platform. She has one page, TosiGabbard.org. You go to that page and you'll see her platform. See, she's not running without a platform. You had, what's his name? Roland Martin. Go get mad at people like me because we're asking her what's her black agenda. We're asking to see her platform, and if some of those things in her platform is going to benefit the black community, we may give her a shot. Well, Kamala Harris didn't have that. You go to TosiGabbard.org, she has that. You go to BernieSanders.org, he has that. I haven't seen Elizabeth. I heard it, but I haven't seen it. She got a strong, powerful platform to deal with the special interests. The Green Party, their platform has always been Bernie Sanders' platform on steroids. So you see, the only policy on our campaign site is privacy policy board. Now you use the site, we'll take all it. Yeah, Edward, you talking about Kamala? They just want to get my information. That's why I never clicked over to join our campaign. I want a separate website from your website where I can look at your policies, where I can look at your platform before I connect with your site. I'm not just going to connect with your site hoping your platform is in your site so you can get my information. That ain't happening, Captain. I need to see it. Tosi Gabbard has it. The Green Party has it. I think Marianne Wilson has it. But some of these other politicians, they don't have it. Information Man Show, I listen to your show, man. It is so, very intellectual. About the blockchain development, developers and how the jobs are there and people need to get into those jobs. I hear you, bro. So I am going to come on your show one day. The only interview I've done on somebody else's show was with Tim Black, and that was almost 2 years ago. So I'm still trying to get used to this live thing. So if I come on your show, I know I'm going to mess up, may make myself look like a fool, or, but hey, I will. I'll come to the show. When I get an opportunity. Right now, I got some other things I got to take care of for my job, for my union, but I am going to make some time out to be on the show. All right, so I'm trying to give people shout outs that's up here, but the phone chat thing is just bugging on me. All right, I know I ain't got no super chats up here, so but if you want to do a super chat, you can. Okay, I'm trying to look for the regular chat so I can read some of these off. Bernie needs Tosi. This is Pillbox. Bernie needs Tosi to help shape his international relationships using Empire Endure and will not get Medicare for all or anything until we end our imperialistic politics. You'll do great, Bob. Quit hating on yourself. Thank you, Jordan Allen. Box, yeah, you're right. Well, to me, if the Democrats really want to beat Trump, they can't go with corporatism. They can't go with central. To me, if they want to win against Trump, there should be a way to run as a slave. I'm a union guy, and when we run for office, they have the opportunity to run as a slate. This person for president, this person for vice president, this person for recording secretary. They have a slate. This should be allowed in parties. Green Party, I think they run in the slate. So why the Democratic Party can't run in the slate? If Bernie Sanders get with these people like Tosi Gabbard, Nina Turner, and I almost said Kamala Harris. Dear God, no. If they do that, they will win in the landslide. To me personally, a slate in the Democratic Party to beat Trump would be Sanders for president, Nina Turner for vice president. Not Tulsi. We need Tulsi for the future to run for office. So I would put her in the position of Secretary of State. Why Nina Turner? Well, the vice president don't really do nothing. We don't want Tulsi Gabbard not doing that much. I mean, in a position where she can't continue to work on foreign policy affairs. As Secretary of State, she will work on the foreign policies affairs. She'll work on dealing with war and the cost of war better as Secretary of State or at minimum Secretary of Defense. But because she's a major in the Army. So I believe that she will serve best in the Sanders administration as Secretary of State. Nina Turner will serve best as vice president because vice president can do a bunch of the initiatives to help uplift communities, as well as First Lady can too. The vice president and the First Lady, who happen to be good friends, Bernie Sanders' wife, Jane Sanders, and Nina Turner are close friends. They work together. They want our revolution together. So they will be a powerful team to help uplift the communities of America as vice president. Number one, they'll lock up the millennium vote. They'll lock up the white women vote. They'll lock up the veteran vote because they got Tulsi Gabbard on the team. They'll lock up the black vote because as a vocal black woman out there opening up for Bernie Sanders in different communities, especially in the black community, he'll generate a huge groundswell of black support with her being on the ticket and opening up for him with her fire speech. Sometimes I don't understand how Bernie Sanders can come behind her. That's how passionate she is. So she will make a good vice president with Bernie Sanders, and it will be it'll throw everybody else out because now they can't claim sexism and they can't claim races and stuff like that with Bernie Sanders on that team. They just can't do it. I mean, with Nina Turner on the card as VP. Plus, something happened to Bernie, which God forbid, but he is an older guy. She will make a phenomenal president, and to me, it would be a smack in the face to the Democratic Party, a finger in the air, because the Democratic Party do not want to put women of color in position unless it's going to benefit them. Nina Turner is a person that don't kiss butt. So they would never try to push her in a position. Most of these people who ran, that won these congressional seats, Bernie Sanders, our revolution, and Nina Turner, the one pushed them in office. John Paul, Omar, Cortez, Andrew Gilliam, Stacey, I was going to say Stacey Adams, Abrams. The Democratic Party didn't want them. They had their chosen people they want. They didn't think these people had a chance. So what Bernie Sanders said, we'll take you on and we'll give you a message to run on. As long as you stick to the message, you'll win. And they started to win. Some of them won their primaries. And then here come, after they beat out the corporate Democrats, here come the corporate Democrats trying to side with them. And that killed, to me, that killed Abrams' campaign. On top of the fact they got the Secretary of State of Georgia she was running against, and she didn't demand he step down. And then Gilliam, who started courting Obama and Debbie Wasserman shows, the moment he did that, the independents backed off of him and he lost. Okay. So to me, Nina Turner being VP will lock that race. Bernie Sanders, Nina Turner, Tulsi Gabbard as Secretary of Defense, Elizabeth Warren as Economic Secretary or Secretary of Treasury. That will set them up in the future for potential runs in the future. A slate like that would give progressive a powerful win in the future. Now, I got to say this. Democratic Party do not like progressives. They hate them. They'll kill the progressive off and then worry about Republicans later. So the progressives got to come up with some kind of way, some kind of off-the-wall, unorthodox way to lock in this nomination. And to me, running on the slate is as unorthodox as they come. Make the announcement early, Bernie. If I run for president And I'm telling you who I will have on my team. I will have Nina Turner as my vice president. I will have Tulsi Gabbard as my secretary of state, and I have Elizabeth Warren as my treasury secretary. This ticket will change America. You need to do that right off the bat. Anyway, I got you guys on here too long. 30 minutes, man. This is supposed to be 15 minutes. So go check out that article on Jamaican Global Online, Jamaican blog, and read those articles about Harris being called out by a dad to saying, look, I don't know what's going on with my crazy daughter, but nah, I don't agree with this mess. So anyway, I love you guys all. Sorry I can't see the chats on this phone. It's not like I'm on my computer, but I cannot see the chats on the phone. Give me a second, guys. See if I can pull it up on my laptop and see some of these chats. But I really appreciate you guys coming on the chat. Let's see. All right, and my live show, I'm working on a format for the live show. It's going to be done on Tuesdays and Thursdays at lunchtime, 12 o'clock. The reason being because I got, even though I was let go on my job, my union is a strong union. I represent TWU Local 100, Transport Workers Union. I'm really confident that they'll get me my job back, so I won't be able to do the live at 11. I'll be able to record at 12 and put it back up on the 12 o'clock live. Okay, so that's going to be my deal on this. So let me see who I can get up here. Give me a moment. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna see if I can see some of these chats up here. All right, love you too, Pillbox. Tulsa could the same slate thing. Yeah. I'm baking and watching Bob TV. Hey, save some brownies for our brother. And yeah, Information Man Show. Hey, go check out Information Man Show. He has a fast-growing show, and it talks everything from political structure, class, warfare, and how certain classes can come up by being involved with certain areas of industry, certain areas of the job sector. So it was my first time watching the show, so I subscribed to the channel. So it takes some time. I'll go subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna look at a couple more segments on the show. But I really got a lot out of the show last night, and looking forward to getting more out of it in the future. Hey, look, I'm a novice at a lot of things. I'm a novice at this. Like I said, I'm a regular brother that love politics and care about my community and want as much as I can for my community. But I don't know everything that's best for my community. So I have to listen to other people and take notes from them and become a student. And that's what I suggest everybody else do. Let me see. All right, that's Beyonce playing in the background because I'm at Starbucks. I know somebody said, boy, Bob got a big nose. Anyway, let me let you guys go, man. I was going to try to pull you guys up on here. Tulsa needs $65,000 to get on the debate stage. You only need to donate $1 and $2 at the count as a donation. Okay, all right, that's something. So if she needs that kind of money to get on stage, I guess donate to the campaign. And subscribe to her channel. She does have this thing called Tulsi TV, which is very interesting. Right now, she's in Northeast, visiting small communities over there, meeting with veterans and getting to know the people there in those areas. But you want to do that for every other progressive also. So I donated to Tulsi twice in the last month. I also donated to Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang is also a very interesting candidate, and his guaranteed income is solid. Now, Kamala Harris is trying to promote a guaranteed income too, $500 a month. But the thing is, you got to work, and my alarm is going off. Give me a moment. And there's a lot to it. We need more than $500 a month, and that's only for real. All right, so carry holder pieces. Thanks for showing up. Thanks, Shane. I appreciate you. Geez, I'm trying to get to everybody's name, but my freaking phone won't let me do it. So, look, I'm signing off. I love you guys. Hopefully, I get a chance to do a report tonight. But if I don't, I'll see you on the next one. All right? Peace. You know how to stop this thing.
Welcome Beyonce, Lativia, Nina, Nikki, Kelly, and Ashley, the hip hop rapping.